I think we're headed toward a nation of the majority being fat people and children not living to be healthy, probably not till they're 50 years old they develop. Fat kids have diabetes and everything that most people don't develop until they're in their 70s or their 80s anymore. And it's all because, if you have a fat kid and you give them a candy bar, that's child abuse. But what I think is going to change it all, the way our country's going, I'll tell you what's going to change it, is when these fat kids grow up and they start suing their parents because they let them get fat, and this fatness, the obesity, causes these problems. And that's where there's going to be a turning point, because then people are going to get sued in some way. The insurance companies are going to be losing money. Something's going to change, Amy. That's what I think.
Do you think food is a drug?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, it's an addiction. I don't know if it's really a drug, but it's an addiction. Like any kind of drugs, like cocaine or liquor or cigarettes. You have to have food to survive. And I think that's why it's so acceptable. Well, we gotta eat. Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta eat, but you don't need to be a glutton. If you're going to be a Christian, you should not be a glutton at all. Because people say, well, what are pigs and chickens and cows for if they're not to eat? Well, what are we here for? To get things to change. I don't know what could ever change it unless it would be something really drastic, like in the slavery days. Slavery days, they said that slavery was so incorporated into our civilization that it could never be, it would always be here because it's so incorporated into our culture. And that's what they said about eating meat, or using leather, or using animals in soap. And I mean, everyday life, there's animals are used every way. But if something would ever change, which it would have to be some type of revolution like that, which there wouldn't be enough people to do it. It's money and greed, and people not wanting to give up what they want, their desires. They don't care who it hurts. They don't care if the animals are getting killed every day for it. It doesn't make any difference to them as long as they get to have what they want to eat. Just block it out of your mind. It doesn't matter if cows are raised for food and they kill them every day. Nobody cares. Just what they want. That's the way human nature is. Just what they want. It doesn't make any difference. People are selfish. I hate to say that people are basically bad that way, but I think they are. Because I used to want to think that people were basically good. I wish that in my lifetime I could at least get started making people aware that it's wrong. Some way. And when I die, I know that there's people are starting to take notice of what I tried to do in some way.